guys, we're here at Sydney, Australia. I'm just beneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We're here for Stocksmart's Basics to answer a lot of the basic questions that you've sent via social media, and with the heart and the goal to give you the right foundation on investing in the stock market. So a lot of people are asking me, Marvin, why are you not a fan of Basura Stocks? Here's my quick answer to it. You have to understand this. My goal at the end of the day is not to find a jackpot, because if I find a jackpot, that's what I get. I'll get a jackpot, and a jackpot only happens once. Whenever I do my trades, you know this from the past videos, that my goal is to follow the fundamentals of the stock. And the fundamentals would always, number one, look at earnings. Fundamentals would look at the consistency of how the company is growing. Fundamentals would look at value. And Basura Stocks, no matter how cheap they are, don't have any value, don't have any earnings, don't have any reassurance of growth. So the problem of that is this. If you buy a stock that's Basura, it might be low, it might be cheap, it might be relatively low in price, you might get a lot of shares there. However, since there's no value into it, there's no assurance that it will go up. There's no assurance that over a period of time, there's an ideology that will allow you to hold on to the stock over the long term. It's just merely going to be a supply and demand play. The problem with supply and demand is this. Once the demand runs out, the stock will drop. Once the demand runs out, it's not going to be as good as what it is anymore. So if I'm trading, probably there could be some Basura stocks that could be bought, but it's not. I'm not buying it because it's a Basura stock. I'm buying it because the technicals dictate it. However, if I'm investing, if I'm in it for the midterm, if I'm position trading, if I want to pick good stocks, I'm going to use fundamentals. At the end of the day, it's the value of the company that will drive the stock forward. It's the value of the company that's going to push it forward, that's going to let it go higher. So especially if you're just starting out, especially if you're a new trader, you're a new investor, please don't buy Basura stocks. Buy something that you know. Buy stocks that you know have value. Go for companies that have sustainable growth models. Go for companies that, you know, one generation after another, after another, and after another, they will still be intact. Look for the sustainability of the brand, that people know the brand regardless of what generation it is. So that's what I'm saying. Basura stocks don't have that. It's purely a supply and demand play. I repeat, Basura stocks are simply a supply and demand play. Once the demand runs out, it's gone. So look for companies that you know will be very, 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 very sustainable over the long term. So that's it.